Everyone, and we're here for more Halcyon 6, and we are, deal with some shuttles, and then we're mostly just trying to grab a bunch of resources and upgrade our fleet, so we don't have to worry about getting ambushed by, sudden Tier 3 fleets. Dozens of crew members' quarters near the Dark Matter multiplied reported hourly horrifying visions of despair. Seems as though this level of proximity to dark matter is inadvisable for a small percentage of humans. Work rotations helped off it out, ignore them. Work rotations. Excellent, extra morale. Which we're kind of like surprisingly low on morale. Last time we don't have any issues with morale. Understood. Okay, the fleet's returning, and then they can take care of the invaders. Right? Wait, do we have... No, because he's repairing right now. Guys, stop having situations right now. While researching key officer recognition and pedagogical theory, Ibrahim discovers they had a recent ancestor performed untoward experiments on their comrades, sometimes with horrifying results. Ibrahim Medici dwells on it. Ibrahim Medici takes a long space flight to clear his head. Now go ahead and dwell. Nothing happens. Self-loathing takes hold of Ibrahim as they discover newfound hatred for their own genetic code. Sad. Well, Ibrahim, I don't want you to leave because I kind of need you to keep working, so sorry. Two tier zeros and a tier 1, so we really need everyone to participate here. So how much longer do you have when they have some time? We have enough. We can build a repair bay. We can continue to tank some shots for a while. So while we're working on that, go ahead and see if you can get any materials multiplied, which is an engineering feat, and you are a scientist. So 5 days, nah. No, I'm leaving. What about materials? Materials also engineering. Is there anything you can do that's like not extraordinarily long right now? What about upgrading? 15 days. 2 days. Okay, there we go. 2 days for an upgrade. And we are upgrading. We have... I forget what ships. We're using the Disciple for sure. Extra damage and evasion. We're also using the, I believe, the Juggernaut. Or the Knight. Not the Juggernaut. Juggernaut's the name of that upgrade. Yeah, I believe so. And we're using the... Marksman? We're using a marksman. Let's just go for the engineering. And for extra hull and damage sounds great. Get on it, Ilaria. 5 days. Oh, because of course it is relative to the class of ship. Okay, so you just upgrade your science vessel, that's fine. Upgrade it with extra evasion. Upgrade it with extra evasion. There you go, 2 days, confirmed task, get going on that. Continue to tank some shots for just a little while, it's fine. Good job. And you won't need to wait much longer. Hey, there's our ship. And we get 25 crew. I'm not worried about 25 crew. But there we go, Ibrahim Dishi. Welcome to the fleet. Equipment, you can get some extra speed, extra evasion. Smoke expeller. I'd rather just give them a passive right now. If I'm not going to be using the smoke expeller in these fights, they don't need a smoke expeller. Our biologist has leveled up. Stasis lock is a fine space combat power, so I'll take that. Alright. Back to business. You'll be done in a second. Alright, it's done, and now you need to return home. And once that's done, we can fight these. We can fight this fleet, and hey, new crew, or new officer. Excellent. So what do I want? I think I want an engineer. If he's going to be sitting at home making resources, it's going to be an important part of his job. Then he needs to be. That's an engineering task. So we should lean towards them being an engineer. So do we want another mechanic, or we can actually re-roll this in case I want it to be someone else? Do I need it to be someone else? There's a mechanic. Fine. Mechanic's probably fine. Prestige the commando is cool. I don't think he needs it necessarily. What about we just reroll for funsies? He's an inventor. We don't have an inventor. You can just take an inventor. Sure. Just for fun, because we don't have an inventor. Welcome to the team, Solomon. I hope I will not be disappointed. I may not even build you a ship for a while. If you're going to be at home. Also, I should have had you actually go to task while I was waiting for stuff to... I was waiting for the other ship to come back, whatever. Ground combat, space combat, cloaking. Don't you already have cloaking? I thought you already had cloaking. I thought you started with cloaking. Stat pouch, ground combat, suicide run, space combat. I'll take cloaking or suicide run. Suicide run's a little extreme. Maybe we'll just give him cloaking. Which can lead to other combat abilities. So there you go. Congratulations, Ibrahim. And now Solomon, we want materials to keep building stuff. So Solomon, your job is to pretty much forever make materials. You're just gonna be on that for a very long time. And then we'll have someone else sit back and do dark matter, and the other two ships go out and explore the universe and collect all this stuff. We need a drone facility. You know, before we go to fight anything, I think we can build. Do need a new reactor so we can get a satellite drone control carrier. Research a new reactor. The trilithium. We can research a trilithium reactor, but now we can't build anything because that was all our resources to research that. I got an achievement for researching technologies. Awesome. We need to go exploring, but for now we need to take care of these guys. The first fleet, which we will add you there. Congratulations, launched a fleet. Should be an easy combat, 2 tier 0s and tier 1. Let's focus the tier 1. What do you have that I need? We want... Okay, inflict sabotage, not a big deal. Exploit sensors offline, we don't have that. Inflict weapons disruption is fine. All enemies and exploits vulnerable. We have exploits vulnerable right there. Let's inflict engines down. That'll be your loadout. Engage the enemy. Rude. Wow, the tactical ship's actually weaker than the science vessel. Interesting. Inflict some crew panic. We gotta focus down tier 1. Obviously, it's the most dangerous ship. Take down his engines, panic his crew. Slow. Slow, cannot evade. I don't think we can actually exploit engines down. Oh no, we can with ramming speed. Hit him with the crew panic first though. Even disabled him. So this tier 1 doesn't stand a chance. We got a full team here now. What are you gonna do? Flick ships disable, or do you have flick ships? So actually exploits weapon disruption. We do have weapon disruption off our tactical officer. So let's just... I mean, we're going back to base. I don't want to just shoot randomly because all these things have cooldown, don't they? Hit him with the portal cannon. There's no combo, but just hit with the portal cannon. And then you can inflict the weapon disruption. Haha, that's our passive evasion upgrade on there. Exploits weapon disruption and can inflict disability. It's already disabled, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't quite work. But it'll do extra damage. Not a lot of extra damage though, right? Like, it's not much damage. How much damage are we doing? Yeah, a decent amount of damage. Like a moderate amount of damage. 156, not bad. And then he saw his engines down. Let's ram him. Like that scene in Star Wars with the weird little ramming cruiser. It's like a tiny little cruiser and takes out the Star Destroyer. You know, spoiler alert. That seemed weird to me when I saw it, because I was like, that thing is really little. It's gonna take a little bit of time to build momentum, move that entire huge starship. Why could all they would have to do to assuage my concerns for that scene is add like 1 or 2 more of the little tow cruisers helping it out. And I've been like, all right, there's multiple of them putting the power together to move this giant starship. All right, I believe that a little bit better. But also the problem, that seemed like a very effective strategy. But that movie's like a prequel, basically. One of the prequels, basically. It happens right before the other movies. Right before the original trilogy. You never see that maneuver again. It seemed to work really well. Why didn't they try that again? Oh well. I mean, the reason why, because you're making it before the other movies, and then you're just like, oh, it's a cool idea, let's do it, but you're still constrained by the fact you had this movie occur before the other movies. Which, I don't know, you could have had it happen parallel. Well, I mean, I guess it was parallel to the first movie, but then at the end... No, because that's the very first movie. The end is the beginning of the first movie. So never mind, it's not even parallel. This is directly before. It's a stealth prequel. Alright, so head back. Collect our reward for what? What do we do? Oh, we destroyed the fleet's loyal. That, apparently, counted to advance the plot. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so maybe the plot... Yeah, okay. So maybe some of these are forced along anyway. By just us being attacked. So destroy pirate fleets, and we got attacked. And then that counted as destroying loyal pirate fleets. And we have a reward here for a large materials hoard. Which I am down for a large materials hoard. You know, let's go do that right now. Alright, everyone, so we're still ready to go. Repair all. Launch down into that mission. Beam down to the surface. Oh, psh. Just some disturbing interdimensional monsters. Easy peasy. We have 3 officers. And officers, Officer's really good at ground combat. You can also get all enemies blood drive. Interesting. Allies get interesting. So it's like a siphon for all enemies. Interesting. So with space combat, you can get a shuttle. You can make shuttles, like trash little tier 0 shuttles. You can make those, but you still need an officer to pilot them. Like they're not, as far as I remember looking at them briefly, they're not like a green shirt where all right, you just have the shuttle. You can throw it in whatever fleet to support. It just is you have to pilot the shuttle, which seems like a total waste of why are you building a shuttle? It just seems like a total waste because the shuttles are trash. So why am I even going to put a dude in that vessel? We don't have a lot of combos on this team, unfortunately. Just throw out your strongest attacks, and we don't need the combos. Rude. Go ahead and bleed it some more, refresh the bleeding, and stab it with your little Mass Effect style Omnitool blade. And hit with a mine. Alright, still an easy fight. Do I get those materials? Although I kind of do want to clear out some of these missions just for the sake of my sanity. Are you guys not? Oh, return. Okay, returning is part of the mission. Return. And we have a visitor. Massive bio ratings emanate from in and around Terra, with the crew likely using the former capital's kind of spawning ground. Central says school with a strong fleet presence, well upgrading fleet to handle food. The game marches on without me. It's okay. We don't need to go to New Terra yet. That's not timed. These things are not timed yet. We can take our sweet time, as far as I can tell, and build up our fleet as we see necessary. 300 materials. Beautiful. Let's use that to build some stuff. Into the starbase. Let's build us a reactor. No, a trilithium reactor for better power. 30 power. That's a lot of power. Construct that room. Can't build anything else because the power's not up yet. So then while you guys are just chilling here. Hey, Mr. Inventor. Ground combat powers, pre-ship damage, ship combat power. You're probably going to be doing some ground combat, Solomon, so there you go, take the ground combat upgrade. And then while you're just sitting in there, we can have other people continue to do things. Unlock an additional officer candidate. We only need a level 4 character, so let's get right on that. 5 days is old on that, so we have 2 other tasks to complete. And guess what? We have 2 buildings right here. You guys are not engineers, unfortunately. But this is a science. Oh, dark matter is a science regardless, so Ilaria, congratulations. Get on that. 3 days, beautiful. But materials, I believe, is engineering. Materials is engineering. So that's going to be Abraham's deal right there. Only, it takes him 6 tests, a long time, though. You're engineers, scientists. So we need scientists and engineers mostly to run the base. Tactical seems to have a little bit less to do. And I believe this is a friendly envoy. Corzan Speaker. I have an embarrassing quest. One of our most celebrated technologists has gone rogue, so we need to kill him. That is embarrassing. We need him killed. Can't you just do it yourself? Nope. Nope. Can't do it. I see. Agree. Yeah, sure. No problem. Is that timed? 49 days. It is timed. Oh, another dispatch situation at the Officer Academy. The students at the Academy managed to get their hands on one of the top secret Federation officer teacher manual and are horrified at the actual survival statistics. It's led to a crisis in morale. Call the whiners, fund an immediate rewrite. Immediately gets to work something new edition of the offending manual, this time covering up the more negative portions of the previous text with skillful euphemisms. The concerned officer trainees take the bait. Yeah, censorship. Did it. Oh, there is a hostile fleet coming. It's our ambassador. Something. They're obnoxious. And then they're paranoid. Yep. Alright. We got it. They're crazy paranoid. We've been through this. They're a very scary race. Who make alliances and then commit horrible genocide. Real messed up. So here we go. We have some nasty friends. Hey, we got a new officer. Alright, so we want another scientist. We have 2 engineers, 2 scientists, because they seem to have a little bit more to do around the base. We already have a biologist. Let's reroll. We're focusing on scientists, but we don't have a physicist, I think. I don't think we have a physicist. So we go take a physicist, theorist, select officer. So I feel like we only need 1 combat ship, and the other officers we can use around the base a little bit more. So now you can take over. We need to one more day, one more day, one more day. All right, one more day for everything. So let's just let's just eat some bombardment for a brief period. The Trillium reactor is now online. Acknowledged. Pause, please. Is everyone done? Everyone's done. Everyone's done doing what they're doing. So you need to, excuse me. You need to stop doing that. And you need to stop doing that. And then the physicist can get on this dark matter. What's your name? Carl. Carl, get on that. So you two are both doing your jobs. We'll upgrade you, upgrade your engineering skills if you're going to be primarily working here. And if you're primarily working here, we also want you to have more ground combat powers. Ship combat, maybe you mostly have ship combat powers. Yeah, okay, these are mostly ship combat powers. What's your next ground combat maneuver? Right there goes Pepper Bomb. Or Grey Goo. Improve ship hull, improve ship speed. Seems like you have a lot of compromise between the two. So, unlocks. Salvage harpoon, sure. Seems like seems fine. Abraham, you are definitely a combat commanding officer, so we need you to have more space combat abilities. There you go. Congratulations. Oh, you have one more operative training. I like the general upgrades a lot. So you two are working. You three, the first fleet, go take these guys out. So now it looks like on our tier 1, 2 tier. Oh, it's a tier 2 and 2 tier 0s. Haha. All right, we can take out tier 2. We'll be okay. Why are these little? why are these shuttles so fast? All right, we do not have ablative armor. I didn't actually put that up. Shouldn't need it though. We can immediately disable this guy. Maybe I'll throw that out here. 95% chance to disable it, and he dodged. Weapons disruption, or we can disable him again. But it does inflict self. Does create some problems. Let's take out his engines instead. We can end up ramming him in the future. That reduces his speed, which isn't that big of a deal. Ouch, that hurt. Give him a hull breach. This is a superior vessel with 2 losers with it, but they can still trigger Death Door. Like when this gets to 0 HP, it can still cause lots of problems. So go ahead and heal yourself. And then you probably just cloak yourself for a long time. That'd be good. And then the suicide run's not that big of a deal. And we don't have to worry about protecting you. Okay. That's problematic. Oh, we don't have... We're still alive. Okay. We do not have an officer cloning facility yet. We need to build that. Without that, this is a very dangerous situation to be in. So you need to heal yourself immediately. Actually, you know what? Since you're having trouble with you taking so much damage, go ahead and use a smoke expeller. That's what it's there for. I'd rather not have Ilaria be killed. And then you can disrupt his weapons. Now hit him with the suicide run, try to disable him. It's also a ramming attack? That seems strange. He's disabled. That's phenomenal. Protects us for a turn. You can actually have everyone start healing over time. That'll keep everyone alive, including yourself. Exploit the disability. No. That inflicts disable. Does not exploit anything. Get him with a refresh this hull breach. Or tune up, none. Refresh this hull breach. And then you take down his weapons. Alright. Seems like we'll be okay. Having that dodge trigger. I'll chalk that up to the smoke expeller. So we'll say we won because of the smoke expeller this time. He's not vulnerable. Man, we don't have as many combos up as we did the first time we played, I feel. He's panicked. Shock Mine should kill him. And he's dead. So now it's just these little fighters to take care of, and they should not be too much of a problem. I do like the cloaking, though. The cloaking is very nice. Exploits hull breach. No, inflict crew panic. And then exploit the crew panic with the disintegrate hull. Ow, I just punched the microphone. Ah, I'm sorry, I moved to scratch my shoulder, and I punched the microphone. Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad, my apologies. I mean, I was immediately punished for it, so not that big of a deal. Alright, got some post-battle loot. Everything's done. We got upgrades on the ships. And let's see what we can do in the starbase really quick before we call it a day. Now we can do like an herb battle. Probably have a little bit of time. We need to build some more stuff. We don't need more reactors right now. A fuel plant would not be terrible. One how many one fuel per day? We can have one fuel reactor. Like, it's not gonna be a crime to have a little bit of fuel coming in. And now with you three, we don't need all three of you. Ah, we do need to take this thing out. All right, what we're gonna work our way over here to this portal. What does this portal have? A tier 2 and a tier 1, or 3 tier 1s can take out a tier 2 and a tier 1. So let's send the fleet. Launch the fleet. Let's give you an item, actually. You need new equipment. Another smoke expeller, beautiful. And you'll otherwise have your equipment. So launch the fleet. Repair all. Unlocked potential. We oscillate the neutrino capacitor. We might be able to initiate a dark matter reaction that could result in extra dark matter, but it could result in a massive meltdown and destroy the entire base. If our crew has the expertise, go for it! Maybe we all die, maybe we get bonuses. Can't live life without risks, right? I'll leave the system. I want more drones. I'm gonna build a drone facility too, so I can just automate all these for my own sanity. I don't think we need a lot of crew right now. We should pick up crew while we're out here, though. Yeah, just keep replicating. The asteroid mine sector has been destroyed. There may be some materials on board. It's been destroyed! I went to the wrong place. Bludgeoning crew larva, easy peasy. Everyone can heal all. Sure. Just one little larva, I almost feel bad. He's just scared and confused. What are you guys doing? Oh, this is somebody called PETA. And finish him off with the disgusting evasive surgery talent. Alright, disgusting. We've done it. Tiny bit of loot. And materials. And ground combat health plus 10%. Good job, Isolde. You are a brick house. One of our arbitrarily favorite characters. Transfer crew. Welcome aboard, team. Let's go pick up this fuel. This is one reason why I don't feel a huge need to pick up fuel. It's just that we get fuel. We can just fly around and pick up the fuel we need, right? Go fight. No, hold on. No, stop. That thing. Go fight these things. Go. Redirect the fleet. The fuel plant's now online. Acknowledge. Get a little bit of fuel. And then we can have events come out of the fuel chamber. We should have probably one of each room at least at some point. Okay, we need to... The exploits, that inflicts the exploit sensors offline. We need more combos to going off. We also need some exploits hull breach. And inflicts sensors offline. Instead of exploiting hull breach, we take the armor. You can go back up here to our... no, that's terrible. I don't like that at all. Having the armor up is great, but I don't like not being able to set up and execute combos with the science vessel. When he levels up and has more slots for abilities, that would be really nice. Exploits engines down. We can now exploit engines down. I don't think we need to... You know what? Let's get rid of hull breach. We're not doing any hull breaches. So take what exploits hull breach? Right there. Take off that. And hit sensors offline. You have something that exploits sensors offline, right? It is the harass. Anything that's redundant or that we don't need. We're not doing any vulnerabilities, but I could set that up. It's 81 to 119. It's the same as Bullseye. Let's see, what are we going to give you without the hull breach? Exploits engines down. We already have exploits engines down with its other ability. Exploits crew panic. We want that. It's so inflict vulnerability or exploit engines. Let's inflict vulnerability. That way you can exploit engines down a little bit. And then you have still exploits vulnerability and inflicts engines down. So you guys can combo with each other at least. This inflicts weapons disruption. I don't think we have anything that goes off weapons disruption. So if anything that goes off weapons disruption, you don't need that. So you can exploit sensors offline. So you can keep the upload virus. Okay, let's try that. Seems like maybe a more reasonable total. Which one of you is the tier 2? You're the tier 2. Seems like a more reasonable loadout. Also, I need to be slowing down a little bit to take a look at the chances to actually roll these stats effects. Because I've just been, you know, frantically clicking through it. That's not necessarily the best thing to do. Also, should put up cloaking for our tactical shot. Although, if it's cloaked and things aren't shooting at it, we shouldn't do that at full health. Because if it takes a hit and then cloaks, it just tanked a free hit, more or less. That's what I'm kind of going to think about that. Set up the combos. And then you can not do anything because you're still charging. Disable that guy. While we deal with his big button. Disable him. And then you go ahead and exploit the vulnerability. And then you can... Ooh, do you want to exploit the vulnerability? Your engine's down. Engine's down is going to be up for a little bit higher. So you know what? That inflicts ship disable. Exploits crew panic. Never mind, wrong one, but you still want to exploit it. You can hit both their sensors as well. For a tiny bit of damage, but okay, we're mostly sensing up the harassment skill. Which you missed. Oh, come on. Do you want to ram? Yeah, ram. Exploit the engines down. Ramming's always fun, right? It's always like a fun, nautical fiction when you're ramming things. And now I want you to cloak. Just be safe. Go ahead and throw up the all repair as well. Sorry, I take a little bit of damage, don't end up on, like, unexpectedly end up on death's door and then die because of it. Oh, he did not get. He resisted the status effect. Still panic him. Set up some combos at least. Hey, you can't just get out of here. 25 evasion. Can't shoot me. What are you doing? We have exploits vulnerable. No one's vulnerable. Exploit sensors offline. Nobody's sensors offline. So it's the strongest base attack. It is suicide run, but you might disable yourself. It's very unlikely though, so go for it. Seems weird. Oh, you did disable yourself afterward. After all, seems weird to me. It's a ramming style attack. And he has disable resistance. He's currently disabled. Hit him anyway. Yeah, it's 0%, 10%. Well, might as well go for 10%. Tiny bit of damage on there as well. Your cloaking is still up. His engines are still down. Don't let our sensors offline. Just go for the base shot. Or is that the same damage as the missile? It is not. It's a little bit more damage. Okay, is his engine going to recover now? It should be the end of the round. Okay, no, his engines did not recover. All sensors down, and you can make him vulnerable again. Almost dead. He's so close. Hit him with, no exploit the vulnerability because he's almost dead. Yeah, almost the lost side of the prize. That might kill it. Oh, the tier 2 dead. It's just this tier 1. He is not dead. We have no all crew. I accidentally have 2 exploit crew panic. Although one does have a longer cooldown and does inflict something, so it's not necessarily a mistake. There you go. Tier 2 is dead. Focus down to tier 1 now. We should not be too much of a problem. I hate being in this situation where I have nothing to do. Just throw up some invasion. I like that there is an invasion mechanic, like you're not forced to take an action. Because otherwise we have to use our ammunition healing when we have like no reason to heal anything. I'll go ahead and exploit that while it's still up. Panic screw. Should be real easy on, oh my god, we're just wrecking this poor guy. Now he's disabled as well. Exploit his vulnerability. Oh my, it's a massacre. And disruptor beam. Finish him off with the no. Actually, you have to shoot him. Bullseye. Alright, not a bad fight. Skills honestly still feel a little awkward. All our officers' skills. Might have to switch up who's doing what just to get some better quotation fingers combos going. And you are currently in ground combat. Out of the field, and you have no. That's ground combat. Congratulations. So you're figuring out the starship right now with the rest of the Coast Guard characters. They managed to create 300 dark matter. Wonderful. I wish we could keep doing that. We have a lot of dark matter now. Which I suppose is kind of what we're trying to do, is get all of our materials dark matter built. We have some extra materials right now. I should go grab some more. And we should see about building or researching something. So where do I go to research? Oh, about tier 2. Cannot research it. We need more materials yet. Cadet barracks. We want officer cloning as well. We've had a very few near-death experiences. We also want a repair bay. We need more materials. We're doing materials right now. We are doing materials right now. We are replicating materials. We have an extra slot for another material replication. We need a level 7 commander for new officer. And we would also like to do some exploring, possibly. Anything we can build right now. I'd love to build the tier 2. So let's say this for tier 2. Or we can build satellite drone control. It's nice. It's convenient. Do I need convenient, or do we just sacrifice a little bit of convenience to continue working? Because, I mean, it's very convenient to have our resources collected for us automatically. It saves us a lot of fuel, but fuel isn't that important, I feel. And it does save us a lot of button presses, but is that worth the space and the time and the materials to build drones, a drone facility, and then drones? Perhaps. No, perhaps not. Derelict Vessel has a standard Federation Mayday recording hypercast on a loop. Due to the general nature of the signal, there's little indication as to what has caused the vessel's current condition. Human board. There's an ambush. Your away team scours the derelict ship without incident and even finds an experimental weapons amplifier. Hellborn emitter, 1 equipment, and +1 morale. I don't know what the Hellborn emitter does. It sounds pretty cool though. Another distress signal. A collective sub-function fleet is being torn apart by cruel attackers. While your fleet could easily assist them, it bears keeping in mind that the collective were likely raiding Terran colonies, hoping you would notice under the cover of the cruel invasion. Now let's attack cruel, save the collective, and see what's up. If we don't like what they have to say, we can just blow them both up. A collective fleet retrieves under the fire right before warping away. They fling a piece of equipment in your general direction and thanks. So again, our piece of equipment. We didn't get a chance to repair though. This is a pretty weak fleet, so we should be fine. 2 tier 1s against 3 tier 1s, even though we are a little bit, maybe on the, caught off guard HP-wise, we should be okay. I'll be surprised if we have any problems. I shouldn't have cloaked yet, I should have waited to take a little bit more damage. That was getting a little ahead of myself there. Disintegrate the hull. You can try to disable it. And take out its engines. Alright, good fight so far. You really need to heal yourself, though. Go ahead and actually get the all-ship regen going. And you can exploit the... Who goes next? I want you to actually be able to do something. So let's go ahead and make you vulnerable as well. Either need to, you should be able to finish him off. Alright, so you do the bullseye. A lot of extra damage. His ship's still disabled. He got healed a little bit, unfortunately. So now I don't think the ram will kill him. The ram will not kill him. Oh, he actually repaired his engines. I didn't see that, so we didn't even do any extra damage. It's sad. It's a sad time. Exploit the sensors offline, though. That killed him regardless. Evasion, heal yourself to make sure. You get your ammo refilled once you come back to base regardless. And try to disable him even though you're not exploiting anything, or we can just hit him with the vulnerability. That makes more sense to me. Set up even more combos for our tactical ship. That's kind of the idea, right? The tactical ship is the hitter, it's the heavy damage ship. So that ship should be focusing on... We should be focusing on setting up combos for the highest damage vessel. Now disable him. If it's disabled, we don't really need to set up combos, right? We can't exploit... No, we cannot exploit disabling. You can't just keep shooting us, huh? Man, you have some long cooldowns on some of your abilities. I guess your weapons are disrupted, so that's kind of an issue. A little bit of overkill, but just don't have a lot of choices for Ilaria here. And vulnerability. Bullseye, almost a flawless fight. Actually, we actually ended that fight with more HP than we started with. Hey, we got... Oh, the Chaos Aorta. That must have been what they shot at us. And the colony is safe once more. I don't realize we're fighting for a safe, but Abraham got promoted. Congratulations, Abraham. You are our tactical officer, so you need more ship combat power. Cruise speed. Oh yeah, but you get ground combat power upgrades for now. Backstab maneuver space combat power. Suicide run space combat power. And that is the... Ooh, improves cloaking. Let's go ahead and go this way, get you Black Ops. I would like you operative. Maybe operatives are more ground combat? I actually made him our space captain? Oh well. I mean, he's gonna have to... He's been performing adequately. Transfer the crew, and now let's have this fleet loaded with materials. Return, come back home, people have leveled up. We have collected our materials. 300 materials, 93 crew, a bunch of dark matter. We already have a ton of dark matter, and we can build something, but we'll do that next time. For now, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe for more, find Twitch, likes the deal. I'll see you next time. And your obscure compliment for today is that you're not a... I hope you're not a ground combat officer stuck commanding a space vessel. I hope that's not the situation you find yourself in. And I would expect not from wonderful people like you. I'll see you later.